Well, hello everyone. Day 61. 61, wow. Wow, that's 61 days of live streaming. And I do hope that every day we get a little bit better, you know? That's a good hope to have. Now, do we actually get better every day at streaming? Not quite. There are, I would actually say, days where we seem to devolve, if that's possible, but it is what it is. Welcome guys, day 61. You caught me. Today's a late start to the stream because we've been busy, as per usual, but good kind of busy. I think yeah, today I'm probably looking at about like a 3 to 4 hour stream, most likely, because yeah, there's just so much to do. Does it ever end? I don't know. We don't have weekends here. Okay, it is a Saturday. Welcome everyone, happy Saturday. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I actually took like a weekend off from anything. This is the life we live, okay? I'm not complaining, by the way. Nico, I believe you were the first one to say hi in the chat. Let me double check here. Yes, not just once. You said hello, hello. Nice, you're taking after me. I think I always repeat myself. I'm like, nice, or okay. Gotcha. So, Nico, let me go ahead. Oh, you know what? And officially, I think we're going to call it, because I did say at the end of day 60, we'll see who has the most points, and they will become the new top PP. And so right now we do have biggest, yeah, actually you should be able to see it on the screen there. Biggest PP of the week is B. Connolly Photo. However, that is no longer true. It is now Nico who takes over at the top. I need to figure out a way to reset the points. I should have done that before I started the stream. We'll do it tomorrow, but give me a second. I gotta go log into my stream elements, I think is where I created that silly little text thing, right? So let me go ahead and log back in, figure it all out. In the meantime, hello Garv, you are back. And yes, we got the commands, so there are fun ways to earn some PPs, yeah? Crazy, the viewer is 9 on YouTube, 3 on Kick, and 2 on Twitch on the stream start. Good process. Yeah, that is good. Listen, any day that we have more than one person, or even if we had, listen, even with 0, that's fine too. But I always appreciate when people are tuning in. It is kind of a crazy feeling for sure. And we do hope, okay? I do hope that as we continue to stream, right? We've just started our, I guess this would be technically our 3rd month of streaming, right? We're on day 61. So yeah, as we continue doing this consistently, I do hope that we can find people who find value in this, right? tune in, whether it's for a little bit or want to engage with the community or with myself or help me out as we're editing videos and all that fun stuff. Either way, yes, I do appreciate all you guys being here. And yeah, it's going to be, man, yeah, we have the stamina, but I just have so much stuff I have to do. I don't know if I can do a lot of them on stream. Okay, so I wanted to update my... How do I update this? Copy of the agenda ticker. Okay, I think it's this one. Basically, we want to now bestow upon Nico for being the first, or for having the most PPs in our chat. So let me go ahead and biggest PP of the week, and we'll call it biggest PP of, should it be of the week or of the month? I'm not sure yet. Let's go with of the month for now. I mean, you know what? Forget it. Why do I have to be specific? I'll just say biggest PP. Biggest PP. Biggest PP is Nico SXSGL. Biggest PP. Let me save that. And let's update it on the other one. Nice, it updated in real time. Technology is so crazy. Okay, biggest PP is Nico SXSGL. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Nico, for being consistent in terms of watching the stream, being the first one to type in the chat every time. It's quite a... I don't know what zone you're in, time zone-wise, but it sounds like I catch you at the right time, so I appreciate it. Okay, let me exit a few things on my screen real quick. And let's continue. Okay, so what is today's goal? Well, today, how do you use Restream? I don't check the website. I open up Restream on the browser. I think there's a way to have it show up on OBS, but for some reason I couldn't get it to work properly, and now I'm just stuck doing it this way. So it's like, why fix it? You know, until there's someone who tells me I should use the built-in version within OBS and know how to fix it. We're gonna stick with this. Okay, so I think I have my music opened up here. Let's turn it down slightly. Okay. Okay, so what is the agenda for today? Agenda is we're continuing to work on our Nikon ZR product review. And you know, by the way, I'm very, very aware that I'm super slow at this. But the thing is, we're trying to be faster. And also, as I mentioned, we're looking to hire a YouTube editor. So I'm currently in the process right now of kind of vetting and seeing if, hopefully I think I've identified someone that can work with me effectively, right? I have no question that this person is talented. It all just boils down to, especially if the editor is remote, you know, how easy is it to transfer files and, you know, work in a very efficient manner. Either way though, so we have done a lot of the heavy lifting for this video. So I do hope that means that, you know, for any editor, they don't have to do too much here. Let's quickly review though. So let me pause the music. This is, again, just a quick reminder, this is a review of the new Nikon ZR. And so if you look at the pinned chats, I pinned it on all the chats, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. You should be able to see that there's a link to my 5-minute documentary short film that I made. It was all filmed with the Nikon ZR. I was very, very fortunate to get access to the camera before it was announced. I have a good relationship with Nikon in the Middle East and African region. I live in Dubai. And so because of the fact that I was shifting more towards video in the past 1 to 2 years, they found an interest in me in the sense that, okay, well, this camera, the new Nikon ZR, feels like a kind of camera that's designed for you. They didn't say these words to me, but I'm just assuming, right? I'm just conjuring up, you know, what they were doing at the drawing board when they're figuring out who to send these cameras to. Anyways, so I got very fortunate. They reached out. I pitched a project where I would go to Uganda for 3 days. It was very, very quick, very short notice kind of thing. But basically, let me go to Uganda, film for 3 days. There is an island on off the coast of Entebbe, and on the island are 55 rescue chimps. And there's a sanctuary that takes care of them. And I had happened to meet someone who used to be the executive director of that sanctuary while I was doing a guerrilla trek with a client a few months ago, or, you know, end of last year. And so I kept in touch with that lady. She's, you know, high ranking in terms of like the tourism boards and everything else. But anyways, I just happened to reach out to her to see, because she had told me so many things, wonderful things about this island. So I pitched it, and, you know, long story, long. Yeah, we went there, filmed for 3 days, and then I spent about a week, less than a week, to edit the video. And there it is. So feel free to check out the video. Let me know what you think. And so right now what I'm doing is making the product review. So the video that I linked is a full-on video made with the ZR, but it's not like a behind the scenes. It's not like anything where I'm talking about the quality of the camera. It's just like, hey, look, here's a short film, and it happened to be all filmed with the ZR. This one is a specific video where I'll be talking about all the key aspects of the camera, what I like, what I don't like, and what my kind of opinion is about this camera. So let me see if I can play real quick for you guys. I'll play from QuickTime. Okay. Because this one, at least, I exported a version, which is what you're seeing here. And in the version that way, it's just like rendered so I can see it better in terms of timing. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. And all I've completed is, sorry, I'm working on the intro section. The rest, I'm trying to see if the editor can work on it. But right now, I've finished everything except for sound effects, and we've got like 20 more seconds ago. I have to admit something. I'm not a pro cinematographer. I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started making short-form video reels, moved into YouTube for vlogging, and now I'm fumbling my way towards understanding the world of cinematic storytelling. But I think that's exactly why Nikon invited me to test out their new Nikon ZR before launch, to see if a camera at this price point with pro cinema features can help a self-taught creator like myself create work that actually feels cinematic. So if you're like me, an aspiring filmmaker and solo run-and-gun traveler, the Nikon ZR and this review are for you. That's as far as we got. Okay, so as I look at this with fresh pair of eyes, a few things that I'm trying to figure out here. Well, one, like I mentioned, I have to add a bunch of sound effects still to when we see all these like little B-roll things pop in. Garv, you asked how many time slots you have opened over time. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what the time slots is. Time slots, no idea. Okay, so this section here, let me see. Let me watch this again because I think maybe I need to start it a little bit later. To admit something, I'm not a pro cinematographer. I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started making short-form video reels, moved into... Okay, so possibly I don't show the like the B-roll until later. Let's see. Jeez, the files render so long now. Photographer, I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started... Jeez. Photographer, I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started making... I wonder if I don't really play with like proxy files and stuff. Maybe I should. Or like renderings. Maybe I should do renders. But the thing is, it takes up so much... yeah, it takes up so much space. Photographer, I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started making short-form video reels. Let me play it again. Because the only thought I'm having is like maybe I start it like a few seconds later. So like maybe I need to show... Actually, no, because what do people say is like the first 5 seconds is the most important. Do you want to see my face for 5 seconds? Come on, let's be real. I have to admit something. I'm not a pro cinematographer. I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography. Yeah, okay. Because the moment I thought maybe I should start this kind of like a highlight montage, it's basically right at the 5 to 6 second mark when I say like who got into photography. But then that also means I don't have as many seconds to actually show my highlight reel. So yeah, okay, we'll stick with this.
I have to admit something. I'm not a pro cinematographer. I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started making short form video reels, moved into YouTube for vlogging, and now I'm fumbling my way towards understanding the world of cinema.
Okay. Yeah, so this is as far as we got with the intro. And then, like I said, we got about 20 more seconds of footages to still showcase. And then all of this we've completed. So all the actual like talking head sections. So
And in the description. It's a quick watch, and I hope you enjoy my very first attempt at making a documentary film. Now let's talk about what this thing is actually packing under the hood. The ZR is a full-frame camera that records 6K R3D RAW with 15 plus stops of dynamic range, captures 32-bit flow audio, has built-in stabilization up to 7.5 stops, and gives you a massive 4-inch screen. So let me break down those highlights and a few others from my field test at Ngamba Island Chimpanzee Sanctuary in Uganda, starting with the Red Code RAW R3D-NE codec. The ZR records Red's new R3D-NE
okay, anyways. So I have all of the scripting, right? So we have all the sections, and then now we just need to fill in some of the B-roll side of stuff. And this is where I'm hoping the editor can help out. And also it's where I hope the editor can help me going forward, right? So in terms of like what I think a working relationship would be, it's having an editor who can do all the things that I absolutely suck at, which includes like doing the fun, like the funky transitions, visual effects, the text overlays, you know, stuff like that, where it's just not my bread and butter, and it's not something I play in too often, including like transition effects and stuff like that. So yeah, if someone could do that, so I can focus on the other things, like the storytelling side of things, the scripting, you know, that kind of stuff. The cinematic things I can focus on, and then the editor can help me with some of those other aspects. That's kind of how I think of it. So the same applies here. I've done most of the actual scripting and the storytelling. So we have the entire script done. I've recorded it all. I've color graded everything. It's really just a matter of now applying in the key B-rolls across the board, figuring out the right transition effects, putting in like little title sequences as we go from chapter to chapter, and soundtracks as well. So because I do enjoy picking out my own soundtracks, but it takes so much freaking time, and I would rather invest that time into picking soundtracks for like trailer stuff, like this, you know, like this opening trailer we're working on, stuff like that, right? But for like talking head videos and stuff, I don't know if it's as necessary. Hello, Sora, Yobel, the Doodle Noodle. I am here again, slightly tipsy again. Oh, okay. I apologize. I said it so aggressively. I'm realizing it's a Saturday, so of course, you know, it's another weekend. So why shouldn't you be slightly tipsy? You should be blackout drunk, okay? Just don't drink and drive, as we said earlier. But welcome back, Sora. Good to hear that you're having fun, whatever you're doing. You're in the Philippines, right, Sora? Am I mistaken? Am I mixing up people now? But yeah, enjoy your drinks. What is it, bourbon? I'm getting my drink on as well. The Mason Perrier lime flavored sparkling soda. So whiskey, yes. Okay, I thought I remembered. Oh man, sometimes my memory is really good, and then 99% of the time it disappears out of nowhere. But okay, I seem to remember you're like a bourbon or whiskey person. So okay. So we're going to continue working. Project timeline for proxy. Okay, no, I want to work off. Oh, that's why it was rendering so slow. I opened up a separate project timeline thinking I might have to create a proxy file. But since we don't, let's quickly look at this one again.
I have to admit something. I'm not a pro cinematographer. I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started making short form video reels, moved into YouTube for vlogging, and now I'm fumbling my way towards understanding the world of cinematic storytelling.
Oh. That audio drop there. Did I not fix this? Let me see.
Fumbling my way towards understanding the world of YouTube for vlogging, and now I'm fumbling my way towards understanding the world of cinematic storytelling. But I think that's exactly...
Oh, okay. This is the wrong... Okay, I was going crazy. I was like, what? I thought we fixed this. Okay, let me open up the right project timeline here. Yes, Kimbap. Kimbap, no. Okay. Without even looking, when he meows like that, and in the direction, the general vicinity I can hear his meow coming from, he like voices himself before he jumps up on the kitchen countertop to steal Nala's food. I knew it. This freaking bastard is... You think it... You're such an idiot, Kimbap. Because, like, he lets himself be known. What idiot, what thief, what burglar decides to ring the doorbell before they go in and try to steal shit? You know what I mean? That's what Kimbap is doing the equivalent of. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if this one... Okay, you guys can't really see him, but he's... Maybe you guys can see his eyes glinting in the dark. So you see that little dark patch in the center. Let me do a better job pointing it out. 1 second. So, where's my finger? Okay. This cheeky bastard is just right there in that middle. Between my... Oh, there he is. Okay, he's come back. You little freak of nature. Yeah. You know you're not supposed to steal the food. You piece of fat garbage. I apologize for saying that, Kimbap. You're not garbage. But you are fat. But that's all good. We're all getting fat here. Kimbap, go get the food? Yeah, hells no. Listen, it's setting a bad precedent, first of all. And, yeah. I feel bad when I yell at my cats, and I know I'm not supposed to. Or I think when I first adopted a cat, when I was looking up all the how-to videos, I think they said, like, cats do not do well with punishment. It's like you can only train them through positive affirmation or like incentivizing them to do good behavior. You can't stop them from doing bad behavior. You just have to convince them to do good behavior more often than the bad, which is like, what the freak? I mean, this is why I love cats, right? I mean, they're unpredictable, but yeah. Let's see, trying to get a girlfriend through alcoholism. Okay, Sora, I mean, it kind of works, I guess, maybe, right? You know, you're more confident, go out there, find your gal. Just don't drink too much. Oh no, it's dinner now, I have to go. I don't know if I'll come or something, but have a nice day, everyone. Well, thank you very much, Garv. Thank you very much for being here, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you whenever you're back. Nico, you said that was my tactic 8 months ago. I have been in a relationship since. It's very effective. What, do you keep her drunk the whole time so she doesn't realize she's she hasn't woken up or sobered up yet? Why do my messages disappear? Oh, did it disappear on the Twitch side? I can see it on my side. Maybe there was like something you said that maybe like the auto mod got rid of it. I'm not sure. But I read it out loud, so. You said something bad? Oh no, I called my cat, what did I call him? I said something, I was yelling at him, scolding him. I called him a fat garbage, and I didn't mean that fully. P says, your cat is cute. Well, thank you, P. I don't know why, but on my side, I'm just seeing your name, your username is literally just the letter P. And now I'm so confused, because does that mean on YouTube you are literally the username P? Either way, that's a beautiful name, a beautiful letter to have as your name. So, oh, Kimbap's going back. Your cat is cute. Yes, both of them are very adorable. I do love them both. You sure, bro? I said I was in a relationship, which started because I was drunk. Sorry, I was intentionally misreading what you said. All right, Kimbap's going crazy. Hell yeah, I just call my cats little shits when feeding them. I call my cats little shits whenever, right? Not just the feeding times. All right, but we do have to keep an eye out for Kimbap so that he doesn't steal the food. Anyways, where were we before we got interrupted? Okay, so we're working on the video, and I think everything else is ready to send to an editor. It's just right now I'm just uploading it to Dropbox. And the thing is, these files are heavy, okay? I cut it down to, I think, just over 800 terabytes, I think. Oh, sorry, what the hell did I just say? 800 gigabytes, okay? So between like the skeleton of my timeline here, which is going to be 12 minutes long. So this is all the project timeline technically. So it's about 12 minutes fully. But then I have all of these behind the scenes shots. I have more behind the scenes shots of different types of categories, right? So like some that show the stabilization, some that show the audio, like the microphone, some just random shots of me. And then I have like the product shots, both when it was out in nature as well as in my studio when I filmed it. Yes, Kimbap. No. Okay, we're going to keep an eye out. He's back in his little area. So yeah, I have all of the footages that technically a video editor should be able to, once they can receive the files, they should hopefully be able to quickly just clip parts out, put it as B-roll, you know, maybe add some random effects to it, zoom in, zoom out, those kind of fun stuff. And Bob's your uncle, right? And then we have our video. So all of these have been exported and it's just loading into Dropbox. But yeah, it's like almost a terabyte. So this is where I just never understand, like, how do you work effectively with video editors if they're remote, you know? I know there's like the concept of proxy files. I know even, I think within DaVinci as well, there's like some kind of cloud-based editing thing. But then like a lot of editors oftentimes work in Premiere Pro and After Effects. So then it's like, okay, well, if I send a proxy file within DaVinci, does that help at all if they need to use Premiere and After Effects? This is where it's like, the whole world of like remote collaboration is both exciting and confusing to me. So yeah, but anyways, we're trying to learn to see what's the best way to do it. But I swear this is something super important. The reason I talk about it a lot here, because one, I just want to make it known and hopefully I can share things. Oh wait, one second, I need to turn on one of the lights behind me. But yeah, hopefully I can share things that people can find useful. And as part of what you've seen in my live streams since I've started, I do try to share everything, the behind the scenes of how do I edit videos, how do I make videos for YouTube, how do I shoot, how do I stream, right? And just like sharing all the knowledge that I'm gaining, and hopefully people can find value in it, including like, okay, if I'm a new YouTuber and I want to progress, one of the things I think I need is I need a team with me, right? I can't do this on my own. And as part of that, I have to commit to hiring editors or whomever else, right? So yeah, I might as well share that process with you guys as well of like, okay, well, it's one thing to say, okay, fine, you can hire an editor, boom. Well, how do you send the freaking files to them? How do you work together on a daily basis? My cat's still staring at the area. Okay, I do need to turn on the light behind me because I was testing if it's the cable's working or not. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to BRB for like 1 minute. Sorry, you said watching your work makes me... watching your works making me want to take a secondary course. I want to take Bachelor of Fine Arts major in cinematography. Yo, I mean, anytime you're educating yourself, I think that's a good thing. Now, one of the benefits in this day and age is that you don't necessarily need to take a course. You can find everything on YouTube. And in some ways, it's actually much more effective, right? Because you can juggle it up a lot easier. You can watch as much as you need to. And you can save money as well. However, if you want to take the course because you want some kind of like a diploma or a certification that will help you in doing work for other people, then I guess, yeah, do the course. But I don't think it's necessary. Listen, I'm a self-taught person, right? Like I learn everything from YouTube, from other people, not necessarily from like a classroom environment. Okay, give me a second. Let me turn on the light and stare at my cat. 1 second. Okay. We're still struggling. The USB-C cable I'm using to like keep the light on, I guess is not powerful enough. So it's not turning on the light. But just imagine behind me, all of this would be nice and blue, okay? Not this purple you're seeing everywhere. But we'll take care of it by tomorrow. I think I have something arriving. So, and Oh, my cat's gone from that position. So, crisis averted. Let's get back to our business. Sora, you said you already have a diploma. I mean, why not? Collect more diplomas, right? So you got to catch them all type thing. The more, the merrier, maybe. I don't know. You're talking to a guy. I did undergraduate, and that was it. I was like, you know what? A lot of people, because I studied, more economics, business related stuff, but a lot of my friends, they go off to do like business school, they get their masters or whatever else, but I don't know. I felt like the amount of money that's required to spend to get get further education, going to like business school, for instance. I get the value of business school for like if you want to continue promoting yourself in a certain line of field and have that level of prestige on your resume. But then the amount of time you have to spend both studying for and then attending business school versus like when you'll then get the returns back. And to me, like in those time is like, okay, I would rather take a loan out. The amount of money I would need to spend for a business school, I'd rather take that as a loan and start my own business or do something in my own like endeavor and hopefully not fail at it. But even if it ends up failing, I feel like I can still turn that into like an interview session where I can be like, look, instead of going to business school, I decided to start my own business, and it failed. But at least you see how I put myself out there, and I learned a lot through the process. But I think the real value of business school, as well as like any of the upper, like, undergrad, everything else, going to like private school, things like that, it's really just about the networking, right? It's who can you meet? Obviously, a little bit of the prestige that can help on the resume, but it's a lot about like just, building, making friends, becoming friends with people who are very competent as well. So hopefully finding like-minded people, and then possibly it turns into a good networking if like they have job opportunities, or I don't know, whatever else can happen in the future. I guess that's the real reason for business school, maybe. But what do I know? Kimbap, what are you doing? Kimbap, no. No. Cheeky bastard. He's not even walking away. He just stares at me and then like goes back to looking at the countertop. We have a full-on rebellion happening behind me right now. All right. So what is the progress I made? Is it here? No, where'd it go? Here? Okay, here. Okay.
The Nikon ZR and this review are for you.
Everything is rendering so slowly though. That's annoying. Because I'm already at quarter. Should I do that render cache? Okay, we're gonna try rendering. I usually don't use this because it just ends up taking up so much hard drive space, and I forget about it. Let's see. Prefer camera originals. Prefer proxies. Here, let me ask ChatGPT real quick. Hello, Amber. We are on day 61 of live streaming. How about that? Now, none of that matters for you. I have a real question, which is I'm editing in DaVinci Resolve, and the files are really, really slow in terms of how fast it's rendering. I already have it at quarter resolution. So what are some other things I should do? Should I basically turn on the render cache? So for instance, I have it now switched to smart mode. Do I need to generate proxies? Yeah, tell me, how do I make the editing render faster? Kimbap.
Absolutely. Happy to help out. So if you've already got things at quarter resolution and you've switched
Kimbap
on that
jumped
smart
up to the
render
countertop.
cache, that's a good start. Another thing you can definitely do is generate proxies for your clips. Proxies are basically lower resolution versions of your media that make playback and editing smoother. And then when you're ready to export, it'll switch back to the full quality files. So yes, turning on proxies will definitely help. You can go into your media pool, right click on the clicks, and generate optimized media or generate proxy media. That'll give you a lender version to work with. Also, make sure your time-wise proxy mode is set to a lower resolution as well to help with the playback. So bottom line, yes, generating proxy.
Okay. Man, this Kimbap, okay, so here's the good news. The bad news is Kimbap did defy my orders, and he did jump up to the kitchen countertop to steal Nala's food. The good news is Kimbap is so fat that when he jumped up to the countertop, he couldn't help but let out like some noise, right? Just from the exertion of energy to have to lift his fat ass out off the ground into the air. So that noise is what kicked me off and alerted me to the fact that he was up on the countertop. And then back to the bad news. So good news. Sorry. What did I say? Bad news. He defied my orders. Good news. I heard him jump because he's too fat. Bad news. He's too fat. So, oh, there you are. Okay. And there's the culprit himself after all of that work. And I fed him extra food too. So it's like, it's not even like I'm starving his ass. I straight up gave him extra food right before I started the stream. So he has no excuse. And you can kind of see it too. Look at this guy. Yeah. I'm upset at you, Kimbap, but alright, good boy. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, I need to figure out how to render these files to be faster. So I guess I can generate proxy media for this. Let's try. I don't do it often, so let's grab these. Right click. Generate optimized media. I believe that's the one I'm supposed to choose. Okay, and then maybe in playback, do I have to choose that? Proxy handling, prefer camera originals, prefer proxies. Okay, we'll choose prefer proxies.
The Nikon ZR
Let's
and
see.
this review are for you.
Nope. I don't understand. Why is it still choppy? Oh, it's still rendering. I see. Okay. Okay, I think it has rendered fully, so now let's check it out. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I kind of like it. I do really like it. And we did put a lot of thought into this in the sense of like, okay, what are we showing? Is it just random clips from my trip and just like throwing it all in there? No, we do have a bit of a structure. So that structure is over here. So for instance, let me shrink this a bit. We don't need this much space, do we? Okay. So the first section was 2 shots of the chimp. Second section was 2 shots of people. And then the third section was a few shots of nature, but all in the same beat alignment, let's say, or beat segments. So that way, in the first however many seconds, we're introducing all 3 characters of my documentary, which is the chimps, the people, and nature. And so the story is really about the balance between all 3. So yeah. And then the next section is just a bunch of an assortment of other animals as kind of like the filler transition. So as it does a rapid like dun 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 dun, we got 2, 3, 4. So yeah, at this point, the first kind of key section, we've covered all the characters, the B-list character. What do you call it? The extras as well as the stars. And then we need to add, let's see. So this one's fine as is. That's fine. These are okay. I added a little bit of zoom on this one. I add a little bit of zoom out on this one. Let's add a little bit of zoom on this one. I think we've done about 1.12 each time. And I'm also going to shift this down a bit. So we can see if we can keep it centered the whole time. It might be too much, but yeah. Yeah, that's a little too much. So let's redo the y-axis. Okay, it's a little shaky in terms of the footage itself. Let's see if we can fix it a bit. Is there any level of additional stabilizing we can do? Well, it's even worse. Okay, let's go back to 0.5, 0.3 maybe? Okay, I think it's acceptable. And then let's zoom in on this one as well, just to match with the previous shot. And then let's lift the Y. Yeah, let's drop it down a bit. 234. Yeah, okay, let's see. And then this one, you know what? I just don't like how shaky it is on this part. But I wonder if I can slow it down, because I don't think I did any slow motion on this shot. So what if after the bite here, so roughly here, let's add a retime control. Let's add a speed point. And then let's drop it to 40% for this section. Okay, let's see. Oof. Okay, well, it's stuttering on me, but I think that I just need to reapply the stabilization. I hope, because that looked really bad. There we go. There we go. Oh, that looks beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. We're making cinema, okay? See, Sora, you don't even need to take a course. Just watch my live streams. There you go. We're quasi-instructors at this point, okay? For free, too. Just your time. But, yeah, to be honest, I don't really do anything crazy. You know, I kind of joke about it, but oftentimes all I'm doing is adding a bit of zoom in or zoom out to a lot of my footages. And to me, that's, generally speaking, that tends to be enough when it comes to trying to make my shot feel a bit more animated and cinematic. So yeah. Now I'm not trying to use it too often, just in areas where I think it applies. So in these kind of like quick clips, I think it makes sense because we're trying to hone in on the subject here and make it a bit more obvious. And also this is like where it's like rapid fire. So we're going like dun 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 dun. So I kind of like the punch in effect as we zoom in through each one. So like we're quickly hustling to a new section of the video. This one, I don't know if I'll zoom in. Maybe I should just for continuity. 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, because that 1, 2, 3, 4, we don't have to zoom in there. However, I do want to maybe adjust this slightly in terms of dropping it down a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's better. And then this one, I think... Here, let's try zooming on this one just to see how it looks. Because this one is so still that I think anything I can add to add a bit of motion to it could actually be useful, but I could be wrong. Okay, it's not bad. I don't know how much it really makes a difference or not. But I think it makes sense to zoom in a bit, just to make it a bit more visible as well. This one, there's already motion going left to right, so I don't think that's needed. And these are all transitional anyway, so boom, 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 boom. All right. All right. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what comes next? So we finished sections 1, 2, 3, and 4. How do I sometimes, I swear this thing really bothers me at times. Maybe I just want to color these. Yeah, I just want to do that. Is there no faster way to do this? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind here. I just created way too much work for myself because I didn't realize how slow this would take. But now I'm kind of like sucked in already. And I've already lost whatever. This is definitely not worth the effort. Okay, section 5. So now we can show chimp and people maybe. Let's think. Yeah, I think so. I think maybe here we start adding some chimp and people shots. Possibly. Okay, let's check through some of our footages. Yeah, so like this kind of shot. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, did we already do this one? Oh no, we did this guy. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. So we need shots where... Can I shrink this? Okay, let's hide this. No, okay, I want this as large as possible for viewing. Okay. So where are the shots of chimp and people together? Dun, dun. Oh, here we go. I missed a few. So we already cut something out from this. Maybe, oh yeah, maybe we can do like both. We can do a shot from this way, showing the chimp over the shoulder of the chimp, and then over the shoulder of the person. So human and chimp from both angles. So that's a nice like duality, I guess, or like a nice composition. Okay, so let's bring some of these in. Let me just find all the potential shots. Okay, so these 5. Let me just color code it to something I can recognize. Let's go with blue. Nico, you asked, have you ever used Darktable for photo editing? No. What is Darktable? That sounds interesting. Darktable is an open source photography workflow application and raw developer. A virtual light table and darkroom for photographers. Interesting. I just use Lightroom. Yikes. I mean, this looks impressive, but I say yikes in the sense of like, I'm just imagining having to learn a new tool right now. It's like, oh, my brain is already fried. Looks interesting. I literally have never heard of it though. It looks cool. Okay, let me bring these guys over. Wait, no, I don't want to. Let's just copy them. Okay, so we'll bring these ones. This one. Basically, I just need to find every shot that I took where it's got chimp and human interaction. Yeah, these are some nice ones. Yeah, we've got plenty actually. But obviously the more I can show in like different angles. I'm thinking this shot could end up being the final shot, possibly. You know, as like a nice little this one also can work as a nice like ending, what do you call it? Like a finale shot. This one doesn't feel cinematic though. Yep, these are nice. So I think for the first section where we do the chimp and human interaction, maybe we do that both sides thing, right? The over the shoulder shots between the chimp and the human. And then later on we can mix in all the other kind of stuff that we have. Okay, I think we got them all. All right, so let me just grab all the blue ones. All right, that's all of them. Okay, let me just paste it over here for now just to cleanly bring them closer. Okay, now let's bring it back to our timeline area. Okay, so we got quite a bit to play with, which is good, but obviously, you know, we gotta narrow it down, so that'll be the tough part. Nico, you said it's a free editing software. If I want to start using Lightroom, but I don't really edit that much. I think it'd be a waste of money if I don't use it. Yeah, for sure. Like, there's no point in getting it unless you're like, yeah, unless you like editing or if you need to edit. I do find Lightroom to be very, very good though, for what it's worth. Like, I've never, 99% of my needs are covered by Lightroom. So, when it comes to like any kind of photo editing. Yeah, let me think. Do we do the... Okay, let me listen to the music again. Because my current thinking is like, I want to show a mix of a shot like this, where you see an over-the-shoulder shot of the chimp, and then jump to over the shoulder shot from the other side. So both perspectives. It's my current thought. Let's see how the music sounds. I think we can go either direction with this one. I either do rapid fire or I let it breathe, you know? And like part of me wants to not let it breathe because I want to shove in as many clips inside of this as possible, but that might be bad logic. What's up, Troy? Yep, I couldn't survive without Lightroom, organization, and editing. Hello, by the way, quick drop-in, heading out for a run. Well, thank you very much for the quick drop-in. Enjoy your run. Hopefully, it's good to hear that you're being healthy. I can't remember the last time I did any cardio-related stuff, so yes. Wish me luck in not dying, but good luck to your run. Yeah, I think Lightroom is good for, exactly, so it's good for organizing as well as for all the editing stuff. Also, with all the AI-related tools that they've built into it, it's also super powerful. Okay, so let's watch from the beginning, because now my question is, do I want to do rapid fire, or do we let it breathe? So to me, these are, when I say let it breathe, I mean essentially this, right? Where each clip was given like 4 beats, like 1, 2, okay, we'll go with, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you think about it, it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So like it breathes the longest in the beginning, then it starts to go a bit faster, and until it's like a, you know, rapid fire. So then the question is, after we get to that, this is kind of like the next section, right? If we call this like the first segment. And in this new segment, do we do the same thing where we just kind of do like let it breathe, 4 beats each, and then start to speed it up, almost like literally the same process? Do we do the same thing? Or does it feel repetitive by doing that? And do we want to completely mix it up? Yeah. Troy said, good luck, LOL, and see ya. Yes, yes, enjoy. So we are at a, not really an impasse, but it is a decision I have to make here. If I go with the same approach, then it'd be like saying 2 shots of the human and chimp interaction. And then, okay, let me think. So, let me just extend this as well. Also, part of me thinks I should do the chimp interaction stuff here because the music turns a little bit more like major key and like happier. Let me think. So roughly like here. Okay, let me put some markers in, so. So put 1 marker here. So then here, another marker. So then here, obviously the percussions are kicking in a bit stronger. It's getting louder. There's like an amp up feel. So I feel like this is where we start putting in a lot of the just action shots that I have. So it could be, where art thou? Yeah, so it can be some of these close-ups, like these kind of more epic shots, if you will, of the more dramatic shots, right? So we can throw in some of these guys in there into like the more dramatic as the music kicks up. And what did we say? We got like mix of like chimp tunnel. So like a shot like this. We have some chimp feedings that are kind of epic. Chimp in the water. Yeah. So we can start showing those. Let me think. So action stuff. Oh, and also the music dictates a little bit here as well that we're going to be a bit faster with the edits. So maybe I do let it breathe in this section too, because we do know it's going to start getting faster and faster. Formula, what's up? How's it going? Yo, it's been a while. I think it's been a while. Welcome back, Formula. We are doing well, okay? We are on day 61. Is that right? Day 61 of the live stream. So, yeah, we've made it this far. How crazy is that? But yeah, things have been good. Oh, interesting. Wow, we have more people on Kick today than on Twitch. Interesting. I wonder what's happening. Well, welcome everyone across the board. But yes, thanks for being here, Formula. Yes, how are you doing? What's been happening? So I can't remember the last time you were here. I feel like it's been a while. It doesn't feel that long since it was like day 5. Yeah, it doesn't. I do think time flies, unfortunately, you know? I need time to slow down a bit because there's way too many things I need to get done as soon as possible. But yeah, you know what? We've made it a long ways from day 5 though. So hopefully you're seeing an improvement. You shouldn't feel like the stream today is like the stream from then. Especially, I definitely know the audio quality's gotten much better. So nothing much, just trying to work on YouTube. Nice, nice. That's what we're doing as well. On 200 subs now, pretty much. Yo, that's good. That's really good progress, man. I feel like that's way better progress than I ever had. I feel like I got lucky because of a project I worked on with like a large YouTuber. And so then a lot of his viewers just happened to watch a bunch of my videos that were related to him. And so then it, quickly turned into people following in like a short duration of time. But it feels definitely like I was cheating, right? Because it's not like the work that I normally do is what was leading to that quick growth. It was just a short growth spurt, if you will. So now we're in the mode of trying to be consistent, right? And like now that we're not traveling, it's just let's publish as consistently as possible. Formula said audio is amazing. Yeah, the audio choice here, I'm really happy with it. You know, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get really lucky. Sometimes you struggle. And I've been very lucky with soundtrack choices to date. And this is no exception. I think I was listening to a bunch of new songs from Lens Distortions. And this one in particular really kicked in nicely. So here, let me just play from here. Oh, wait, no. We'll play from... Yeah, so I'll just play from here because it's not ready, but...
The Nikon ZR and this review are for you.
Okay, so I think I have something in my mind, not fully grasped, but we have a general sense. So I do think like, and we have all the clips. It's just like, oh my God, it's so much work, and I don't know how to work faster. But So in this gap here, I think it'll be more of the, let me think. I think I still want a little bit like more gentle footages, in the sense that like nothing crazy action, maybe more like intimate shots of like the chimps being more like loving, and you know, close-ups of the eyes maybe. And then we'll jump to the shots of the chimp and the human interaction, so like the bonding shots. And then when the music kicks in and the percussion starts taking quicker you know, hits, that's where we need to start mixing in a lot of the action stuff that we got. So let me think. And I don't want to show too many of these, because like otherwise it's a bit overkill, right? Because it's the same subject, mostly the same chimp. So I think it's probably better we minimize how much we show of this. And then for these close-ups will be killer, right? We need these close-ups. I just don't know when. Ah, man. Basically right now, it's like I feel like I'm an amateur chef, but with the best ingredients. Like I'm at this like polished kitchen, and I've got all the best chopping, you know, equipment and whatever else, right? Accessories. And I got the best organic ingredients in front of me, but I'm just not a good enough chef to figure out what to do with it. And if freaking Gordon Ramsay were to come in here, he would just quickly take a look, listen to the music once, and be like, aha, I see. Oh, well, obviously you should put these guys, slap it in over here, and then take a pinch of the close-up shot, throw it in there, speed ramp this guy, and then boom, Bob's your uncle. You got your nice little trailer. Unfortunately, we're not there. Oh yeah, and look at this crazy shot. You know what I mean? All of this looks so good. I'm just looking for, yeah, so right here, I'm looking for one of these moments, like with the eye and then with the shadow cutting across. So let's say maybe from like here. We'll just cut this out for now. This one has to be used. I just gotta figure it out first. Okay, you know what? I think maybe we use some of these like dramatic shots next, because it is still kind of like a minor key sound to the song. And then when it turns major key, that's where we show like the human intervention in a more positive light. Whereas some of these shots feel a little bit more dramatic, and like, you know, with the tunnel, the steel tunnel, it feels almost like a cage. So it's a bit more like on the dark, dramatic side of things. So yeah, we want to start with this, then go into like the positives, and then we go into the high energy, like close-ups and everything else. I think that's the way to go. And then let's see how many shots. 1. And then let's time it so he steps down with the music. Ooh, and that's nice. The shadow crosses his face in line with the music. Beautiful. Okay. So then, yeah, I think we'll follow the same structure of like, Except for that last one here. So then this one will be more like... I think it's like this one. Nope. Oh, this is the first time we're gonna get that like 1, 2, 3, 4 super fast. Oh, okay. I see. So these are a little bit slower beats of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next one is like 1, 1 and 2 and. Dun, dun. So that fast thing is gonna be crazy. Okay. Anyways. Let's find some more clips. Different moments. So we don't want to... I want each shot to feel they're from the same environment, but so different at the same time. Different, yet samesies, you know? And that will be tough. Oh yeah, for sure this shot. The colors just look super nice in the beginning there. So maybe from here. Okay. And then I think I'll reverse it. Basically, I want the eye. Yeah, so we're gonna reverse speed. So now I'm just flipping it backwards. So then the blinking happens first. And then he looks at the camera. Yeah. Almost there. The blinking happens slightly too slowly. Or I mean the eye shift. The eye shift has to happen slightly sooner. So the blinking open is fine. And then this part has to be faster. So let's add time controls. Let's add a speed point. And then, shoot, I don't know how to do this. I think I have to make it go fast, or negative 60%, I think. Yeah, but that was too much. Negative 45. What the hell? I'm so confused. Okay, I think I got it. Besides like the making it stabilized. Where are you? There's a little too much camera shake here, so... let's see if we can make it better. I'm not a fan of that shake, though. Yeah. Too much shake. I'm gonna see if I can take care of it, but I'm not sure if it's possible. What to do? What to do? Oh, why does this look so much better? What the hell? Yo, what the hell just happened? That looks so clean. Okay, I don't know what I did there. I hit some bypass thing, but surely that shouldn't have done that. Okay, well then, let's play with this one again. Damn it, I want to redo what I did. I mean, this one looks nice, but like if I use this clip, I'll need to add a bit of some motion to it. Which looks pretty good, but now that I think I fixed the stabilization issue, I would rather that section, I think. It's just kind of annoying because once I reverse it, it makes all the numbers negative. So it's saying reversed at negative 40% speed. And then it gets confusing. What does that actually mean if I want to change it? Change speed to 50%. Okay, I think we'll keep with this one. But then same thing, we're gonna add a little bit of a zoom. Okay, I think I'm liking this. For you. Yeah, it's coming along, it's coming along. Then what comes next? So we have space for 1, 2, maybe 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So we can either do one long shot that lasts like 1, 2, 3, or we can do 3 equidistant, or like, yeah, shorter ones, like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. One, two. I don't know. I don't have the answer yet. But I think it is important to. I wish I studied music like properly. It'd be, or at least if I had some people in my corner who like are audio experts, musicians, let's say. Because I do feel like there is something to the fact that I don't want the shots to feel too uniform throughout. So like I don't want it to all be the same duration, right? Like they shouldn't all be the same number of beats. We need to bounce it in with a few of like shorter clips, longer clips, and all that. So I think we've got the first section decent. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But this one I want it to be equal because these are all equal players, right? So as I said, the story is talking about the chimp, the humans, and nature. So for each of them, I kind of want equal breathing space. But then after we've introduced the main characters, then we can do a little bit of shorter clips. Okay. We'll figure it out. What's up, Mark? Kyle, Mark. I believe you're... Wait. Is this the same Mark from yesterday? I think, yes? I believe so. Yes. Well, thank you very much for being here yet again. What's up, Mark? Eminem. We'll call you Eminem. Although your user profile makes me think more of... Oh, wait, no. It does make me think of M&M's, right? Hold on a second. Man, I haven't had M&M's in a... I think my connection got lost. Hold on a minute. Testing. Am I back? Testing. I think I'm back on YouTube. Testing if I'm back. I think my internet crashed or something. Let's see. Let's give it a second. See if my things come back on. Testing, testing. I think, yeah. Is my stream back on? We're about to find out. Wait, if I wave my hand, let's see if it pops up. I see my cat on the stream. I believe my internet crashed on me, or at least my Twitch has disconnected. We're seeing if it comes back. Nico, you said I thought my PC crashed again. No, this one's on me. And I'm seeing wait, Nico, if you're messaging me, does that mean my stream is back on Twitch? On Kick, I think it's fine. Here, let me switch over to a different screen so I can see it change. Testing, testing. And then let me check my restream real quick. I think my internet might have crashed because I currently have my Dropbox running because I'm trying to upload these heavy files to an editor to use. So I'm wondering if maybe having Dropbox open while I'm streaming is causing the internet to be much less reliable. Oh, also, at least 1 GB of free space is required to render cache fill. Oh, you know what? It could also be that I'm doing these silly little render files. Let me just delete all render files. Hello, Kristen. Welcome. I apologize. You're gonna watch me troubleshoot for a little bit here. My network crashed, or my Twitch side of things crashed, as well as Kick. YouTube somehow stayed on. All right. Good old YouTube. They have some kind of like latency built in or something. But I think it was related to the fact that I started rendering files through like proxies and proxy files within DaVinci, and I think it just ate up all of my memory space on my computer. So yeah, hopefully you can still hear me though. Let me test real quick. We're gonna do a quick internet speed test over here on my side. Okay, yeah, it seems okay on my side now. Kristen, are you able to hear me? And then on Twitch, I believe I'm back on Twitch. Nico, you said yes, it's back. Awesome. Okay, let me just do a test message. Hopefully I am back on all the platforms. Smiley face. Dang it, because who was I just talking to? I was talking to Mark. I don't know if we lost Mark with my... I think Mark was just here, and as he was here, everything crashed. And I was trying to look up something, but it's gone now. Kristen, you said, yes, I can hear. I got some dough proofing for donuts. Oh, man, I'm already hungry now, so... I need a little bit of dinner now. Well, that sounds great, Kristen. Is this for you, or is this for your kids as well? Or is this one of those like, hey, it's a selfish day, no sharing? If you're able to see me, or in my stream, what I'm working on right now is I'm trying to wrap up the product review. So as part of that... Oof, hold on. Delete render caches, none. Okay. I think I want to avoid those renders. Okay, so we're gonna try to survive with this as is, and then as I have some free time, I think I need to free up space on my PC. We've gone a little too crazy with downloading too many files and stuff. So, but yeah, we're making progress on our opening trailer scene, and like with everything we make, we put a lot of thought into it. So I'm slow and steady with this one, you know. But I think we've got some really nice clips that we've identified. And we still have several more seconds to go. I still can't tell if my internet, everything's been lost. Christine said, I'm making about 30. Yo, that sounds epic. Let me pin this to chat again. Let's see if it's back. Yeah, I gotta do it manually again. Okay, YouTube is always the best when it comes to this. Interesting. Okay, so you said, I'm making about 30. Some for me, some for the kids, and some to share. Nice. Husband too. Yeah, you can't forget that. Nice. Man, that sounds amazing. What kind of donuts are we talking about here? What kind of donuts was I? I was definitely a Krispy Kreme's fan, and then did they go bankrupt for a while there, or like it closed down, and then it just like magically reappeared again once I was older, and I was like, what the hell, man? Did you just like decide to stop working for a bit? I wasn't really a fan of Dunkin' Donuts. Once you go Krispy Kremes, you just can't go back. Like having that melt in your mouth donuts. Yeah. Okay, anyways, welcome back, guys. I apologize. My stream cut out for a bit, and I think it wasn't actually the internet. I think it was like with all these renderings I was doing, because it coincided with my entire computer freezing. Like I thought my mouse had died, because like everything froze on my screen. So I don't think it was necessarily a network thing. I believe I might have just overpowered my PC. I had too many things going on. So we turned off the rendered files and the proxies. So we're just going to play it as is, and hopefully it's not too stuttery, and we'll proceed from there. But welcome back, guys. Thanks for being here. Kristen said, I made 15 last week and they got devoured. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I have had Chipotle, I think. In 10 days, I might have had Chipotle 7 days out of the 10. Yeah. That's like my donuts right now, where it's just like the moment I realized Chipotle is finally in Dubai, I was like, yo, and I've been on a Chipotle spree. And not only that, especially on these days when I end my stream at like midnight or past midnight, it turns out Chipotle is open until 2 a.m. Can you imagine that? Dubai, that is kind of like a Dubai thing. A lot of restaurants, a lot of venues, they stay open till like 2 a.m. because of, you can imagine how hot Dubai is in the summertime. So a lot of restaurants, everything closes down when it's too hot, and then they wait until after sunset to reopen, and then people, are brave enough to go outside and see if it's cool enough. So then a lot of restaurants and everything are open super late. People do shisha or hookahs late into the evening. And so, yeah, Chipotle till 2 a.m. How about that? If I remember correctly, I think Chipotle in the States, it closed at like 10 p.m. So these will be glazed donuts. I probably won't bother to make a hole. More the better. I know I set that Chipotle kick in motion. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we're making progress here. So we have 2 shots of a bit more dramatic scene of in the tunnel, and I think I want more, right? Because there are some really cool epic shots from that. Let me think. And then here where we have the 1 2 3 4, and then it kicks into this. So okay, let's think. We have space for 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. We have maybe 6 more shots we can include. And thematically, let's see if we can put a lot more. It might be too much to put a lot of the cage shots in here, though. Like, I think maybe 2 might be the limit. Let's see. Because as cool as these shots are, too much of like this kind of tunnel and the same color effects may be overkill. So let me think about it. Even though these are some of the best shots I've taken of the chimps. Like, yeah, I love these colors, super dark, but then the red is like, it's like almost demonic, right? But yeah, if we show too much of it in the trailer, I just feel like it dampens the impact of the shots. So I'm thinking we stick to just 2 moments. And this is the, I believe this is the alpha male. So we do have some cool shots still. Damn it, I don't know which shot to use then. Because this one's also really cool. Okay, we'll clip this, or we'll cut this out and then potentially use this as well. Okay, we'll cut there. Okay, I think my PC is still going a bit slow. I might need to shut a few things off here. Kristen, you said the kids are eating biscuits and homemade sausage, buttermilk gravy while they wait for their donuts. Yo, they are spoiled. Damn. To go from like biscuits and gravy and sausage, for that to be their pregame essentially, or their warm-up. Hopefully they have enough space for the donuts. Okay, so now we got to be a bit more judicious here. We got to figure out which shot to use. See, yeah, I'm trying to think. If we had like 4 of these shots, would that be too much? Or is it better just to stick with 2? Let's see. They'll make room? Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't have a good answer here, damn it. Okay, maybe the other question is if I only do 2 shots of the tunnel, what works? What will I show instead? You said, Kristen, you said, plus my bonus sons, each have a friend that the same age staying, and our nephew stayed the night too. Damn. Oh, man, I'm so jealous. That's so cool. Listen, not I'm complaining about my childhood and stuff, right? We are who we are because of our childhood and our upbringing and all that kind of stuff. And I wouldn't trade any facet of who I am today, you know. But yeah, when I think of my childhood and stuff, it's like, oof. It was a lot of work. I think my childhood felt more like I was working, not necessarily 9 to 5. I guess a 9 to 9. All right, it just felt like I was an adult at a young age in terms of just like no joy, a lot of just grinding, right? A lot of just grinding, disciplinary work stuff, stress, and just like, you know, whatever. Which is maybe why I'm much better now. We've made it out of the the darkness, if you will. But man, that sounds so cool to have. So you got 2 sons plus your others, I'm assuming, and then they've got friends over, and then you got a nephew as well. So just like have such a fun party. I say party, but like obviously having everyone in your house having fun together. Hopefully, maybe they're all playing video games together. I don't know if Halo's still a thing, but that sounds really fun. It sounds like a really nice memory that your kids will be thinking back to fondly when they're much older. L Thing, hey Yobo, off to shoot a concert. Yo, that sounds awesome. I know you did. I think you said you were working on some workshops around concerts as well, so that's really cool. Best of luck. Enjoy the concert. I'm assuming, are you shooting it for yourself or is it for a client? But either way, have fun with it. Oh, and good job. Damn, you gambled a lot too. Good on you. But thanks for being here, L. We are working on the opening trailer of our product review. So we've got a decent amount. Oh yeah, and Kristen, you said, I love that shot of the tunnel. Yeah, the tunnel shots. Wait, are you talking about cutting one in the tunnel? You need to keep them both. I have like a thought, and I'm not sure yet, but I feel like if I show too many of the tunnel shots, it might be overkill, but I don't know yet. Like, I wonder if I just want 2 shots, or if I do like more than 3, or even 3 might be too much. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like I need to only show 2 shots in the tunnel and then show other things. I haven't figured it out. So let me just play it from here again and see what we got.
The Nikon ZR and this review are for you.
Okay, you know what? I think we'll stick with it. Okay. Here's my thinking now. It could work to show a bunch of close-ups and portraits and like dramatic shots for this entire section and keep with the same color grading as well. So it's going to be a lot of these kind of warm tones, very dramatic. But then when we kick off to this next section, then it's going to be nice and green and brighter. And obviously it's showcasing a bit more positive vibes where it's like you got the vet that's come in and taking care of the chimps. So yeah, I think maybe we stick with like nice warm red tones for that entire section, and it's meant to be the more somber tone. And then the next section will be nice bright green tones and more positive vibes to match with the music as well, where like it shifts over to a major key. And then okay, I think that's what we'll do. And that way we can end up showing a bunch of these cool shots from the tunnel, which are very, very cool for sure. L, you said, hold on, I missed a few things. I was live for 3.5 hours yesterday prepping for the workshop. Damn, I always miss these things. That is one problem I have. I need to be better about checking out streams when I'm doing my normal work. It's just been a little hectic for me in the past few days. And then usually also when a lot of people are streaming, I'm like asleep. So Kristen, you said, I grew up quickly too. That's why I just love having this big family and extra kids and feeding them. They're playing Fortnite. Oh, nice. I can't believe Fortnite's still a thing. Damn. Shooting for the... But yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, Kristen, I feel like... yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a bad childhood or traumatic childhood. I'm not saying I'm not going to go that far necessarily. Not on stream anyways. Maybe to my therapist if I ever get one. ChatGPT. But then, yeah, like, I think there's nothing... Well, there could be wrong things, but I think having a more mature childhood, having, you know, more trauma or like adversity at a young age, it's not recommended for most people, I would assume. But at the same time, if you're one of those that happen to be in that circumstance and you were able to survive, if you were able to hopefully come out of it better, it like makes you so much stronger, more mature, wiser, and more resilient into adulthood. So it's one of those like you got to be careful, right? You don't know if you'll be the diamond in the rough or are you going to be the dust type situation. Elsie, you said shooting for the venue, there was no other photographers available. Nice. What'd you do? Did you knock out the competition? And you're like, oh, where did those photographers go? I guess I'm the only one. Okay, come in. Not that I'm recommending you do that. Kristen, you say no cutting them. The lighting is just incredible. Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page. We're going to keep it The colors are fantastic, and yeah, we'll stick with the vibe for a decent portion of the trailer, and then kick into a different vibe. And actually, that probably works out color-wise as well, in terms of like a story of the trailer, because we're trying to show off the quality of the camera, and so to show it in different colors can also make it feel like this camera has quite a range of ways that you can use it cinematically. So yes, we shall keep it. 1 second. Where is this shot? Let me turn this off. Yeah. Okay. Around so Elle, you said around maybe 9 to 12 in the morning for you. Yeah, because these past few days I've been waking up close to 12, because I streamed. I think I've been streaming past midnight the past few nights, and then by the time I go to sleep, it's like around, 2 to 3 a.m. And yeah, it's been a little bit off my schedule recently. Kristen, you said the kids have a projector that is a 10-inch. Am I still alive? Hold on a second. Okay, I think I'm still alive. Jesus. I enjoy using Restream. Restream has worked quite well for me, but at times it everything just shuts off, or it looks like I'm offline. And I'm like, what just happened? Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Kristen, you said the kids have a projector that is a 10-inch screen in the basement, and they connect the game system to it, and they're able to sit in the game. It's pretty cool for a teenager. I geek out at it too. That's pretty dope. So you basically, I kind of wish I had a projector. I guess back in our days or whatever, that concept of a projector didn't exist. You had projectors like in classrooms where you had to use the clear film that the teachers would use to write on with the marker for the lesson of the day. But that sounds really fun. L thing, you said nobody just signed up. Nice. Well, being proactive works out. So I mean, best of luck to you, L thing. That's great news for you, obviously, and enjoy. Kristen, you said my husband had a good childhood, and thankfully his family came along with him, and we live close to them. It's peaceful. Yeah, that's good to hear. That's really good to hear. 10 feet, not inches. Oh, sorry. Did I say 10-inch screen? I got I understood. Obviously, you wouldn't be bragging about a 10-inch screen for playing a video game. Yeah, so 10 feet. 10 feet, not inches, yes. Okay, so now that we've made this crucial decision, let's figure out which shots to use. So we have room for maybe one more shot here, and then a bunch of quick ones. Or we can do 3 quick ones. Okay, we might do 3 quick ones because we already have 2 that are pretty long. So it'd be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, okay. So we'll have to cut some of these a little bit. Which means I should probably yeah, so we'll just stick to this. So it'll be like 1, 2, 1. So somewhere here. Yeah, okay, so that's the timing of it. So then let's pick a few more from the tunnel. Elle, you said getting food first, but woke up with a toothache. Oh, yikes. So have to call the emergency dentist tomorrow morning. Damn. Soft foods, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, growing up, I did not have the best dental hygiene. And I had one of those like crooked teeth, front tooth or whatever. And because I did sports growing up, like with wrestling, it was just one of those situations where it was pretty difficult for me to find time to get braces without it conflicting with my wrestling. Because then if I had braces while I was wrestling, it would mean I'd have to wear like some kind of ugly headgear situation thing. And I was like, absolutely not. Okay. I'm a teenager. I can't survive with that. But eventually I did end up getting braces, and I had to get like 4 teeth removed plus my wisdom teeth, if I remember correctly. a lot of pain. But then yeah, anyways, once the crowding in my mouth was taken care of, it made a huge difference in terms of like not getting cavities and stuff like that. Because yeah, when I had so many teeth that shouldn't be there, it would just lead to a lot of issues because it's hard, even if you have proper brushing and stuff, it's just a bad situation. So now I wish I'd known these things, but if I have kids, I would make sure that they have all their dental stuff taken care of. Like in terms of, removing teeth or maintenance and all that. Because my God, it does suck to have like a toothache and having to do cavity fillings and all that fun stuff. Ellie said, I bet now you only wrestle your cats. Yeah. I dominate. I destroy them, okay? Got him. Good boy. Look at how chubby he got. He lost a lot of weight. But I gave him extra food today, which is all the more annoying that he was trying to steal Nala's food earlier. But, we forgive. Okay. Alright, so we wanted 2 more shots that are for like a slightly quicker.
Name a kind of pasta-centric dish, and I'll get that tonight.
It's not. Wait, does gnocchi count as a pasta-centric dish? Because gnocchi is just the thing I always get as a go-to. Anytime I go to an Italian restaurant, I'm just like, I don't know what this kind of pasta thing is with the curlies, and then you got the angel hair, and then you got this there's like 1,000 different things on the Italian menu. So I just go with gnocchi every time. I'm like, you got gnocchi? Yes, we do. All right, I'll get that. Kristen, you said he's such a perfect chunk, and he's a bed hog. Yeah, he fills up the space for sure. Yeah, but he's the perfect chunk. And you know what? He's been more cuddly as of late, which obviously makes me feel good because he tends to be like, ever since I adopted him at he's like maybe 6 months old or something. He always wants his own space. He never goes super close. And over the past maybe half a year, he has been getting closer and closer. Every time, if I move to the living room, if I go to the bedroom, he wants to be there. And then he would slowly get closer and closer. In the past few days, he's gotten as close as being next to my leg. So yeah. Look at this little dude. He's so ridiculous. Good boy. It's stuff like mac and cheese carbonara. Okay, get carbonara. If gnocchi doesn't count, get carbonara. I do like the bacon carbonara stuff. That kind of pasta. Kristen, you said, my daughter sends me videos of foods, and she keeps sending me chicken parm with bow tie. See, bow tie pasta? What? Really? Why is there so many different types of pasta? In Asian culture, you just basically got one, okay? You just got ramen noodles, and that's about it. Actually, no, that's not true. We got the udon noodles and then the ramen noodles. That's about all we use. All right. I've woken up the chunkster. He's like, yo, I want more pets. Elle, you said I'll send you the menu? No, don't send me the menu. You're about to give me trauma. I'm telling you, I hate Italian restaurant menus because it's way too overwhelming. That's why I always just go like, you know what? F it. Just give me the gnocchi. I'm always happy with the gnocchi. Otherwise, give me the carbonara because I like bacon. And the carbonara is like, it's like a thick sauce to it. I never get spaghetti. I don't know why. I like spaghetti, but I always make a mess with spaghetti. Go with the carbonara. It's a picture menu because it's not by Italians. It doesn't matter. The best meal I had in Italy was a Korean restaurant, okay? Just get the bacon carbonara. Okay, let's look for 2 more long-ish shots. Or like, I guess we'll call it 2-beat shots. And it's got we already got 2 dramatic ones. Oh yeah, we can maybe do this one. We use this in our documentary, our documentary as well. There's a nice like I feel like this has a nice composition because you get the motion in the background with a slight bit of lighting, and you got the foreground on the right. So I feel like we'll have to use this, but it's got to be quick. So I don't know. Maybe we have the space for it. Okay, we'll put that on pause for now. Let's see. L, you said going carbonara, but now you can see the carbonara. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, you said you put it in the Discord? Oh, you sent it to me. Gotcha. Oh, that looks good. Yo, that looks like it looks good and it looks filling, as in the portion size looks decent. Wait, should I get carbonara tonight? No. I have to. I'm spending way too much money on like food delivery. That's not a good thing. Okay, so this is nice and dramatic. But I want something that feels very, very different. Oh yeah, like this shot. Okay. I think we want this one because his face looks so ridiculous. Ridiculous in a good way, but like very distinct. You know. I call him the Shrek chimp. To me, he just looks like Shrek's face. If Shrek was a chimp, it'd be this guy. Okay, so let's maybe clip it from here. Okay, we'll just cut this part. Let's bring it over. Okay, we need one more of those, and then we need like rapid fire. How many? 1, 2, 3? No, hold on. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we need one more long-ish shot and then 3 rapid fire ones. Ellie said it's heavy and fatty, always burn the tongue, but damn, it's good. Burn the tongue? What do you mean? Like spicy or like temperature hot? Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, this one. Now this is my favorite chimp, so I want to showcase him. I mean, he's like a grandpa, right? So it could be, but then we already have 2 shots where the face is on the left. So for that reason, I feel like I shouldn't. Or maybe it could be a rapid fire one, but we need a bit of a change up in some of these. So let's see. This could be interesting just because it's a different facial expression. I'll clip it, but I'm not sure yet. Ellie said it's so warm straight out the pan. Made to it's a made to order. Could also just wait to eat it by 5 minutes is fine. Yeah. Listen, just wait. If it's a temperature thing, come on. All right, I need basically I'm looking for shots that are different compositions, right? So something like this could be nice just to have like a something in the foreground. But it's not like the cleanest of shots, so like I want a little bit more emotional shot. And that wasn't giving me the emotions. Okay, this one could be nice. Why does this feel like a robot? See, I feel like this would be good for that wobble effect, or the wobble trend. Okay, we'll keep this part. This is potential. Let's keep looking. Okay, I need to apply the colors to this one. This song reminds me of a 90s video game called Bimini Run. Never heard of it. But we added a bunch of new hype music, and this is one of them. And it's like a cyberpunk style of music. Because I was kind of feeling the hype from it. So we're in a cyberpunk mood. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a few of these because I know there's some shots. So it might be from these ones. Okay, let's check these out. Yeah, maybe we do one with the baby chimp, but we have so many baby chimp shots on top of the mom. Maybe. Oh yeah, we gotta include Sunday. Still, every time I look at Sunday, I'm just like, yo, it's insane how tall this guy is. Like compare him. Yeah, so look at the shot of Easy. That's the name of this chimp. I think roughly in the same area. Let's say this one, and then this one. Okay, yeah. Let me see. So you got that green leaf there. So he's about midway through. And where were we? Yeah. So roughly, yeah. So basically here, if anything, we're doing him a favor in terms of size. So we got Easy here. And then we hop over to Sunday. Sunday basically, like, just normal walking is basically feels like he's brushing the top of the cage. Insane. Christine said you were basically a drug runner in the Bahamas on a speedboat. Oh, nice, interesting. Bimini Run, what a name. Nico says good night and see you tomorrow. Well, thank you very much, Nico. Thank you for sticking with us for a stream full of technical difficulties, let's say. I appreciate it. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow if you're here. We will be here as well. Okay, I think we need to include one of these shots of Sunday, just because of his stature. Maybe this section here. Yeah, we don't need much, right? Because it's already slowed down. So let's say this part here has to be included. Okay, we got some good competition then. Let's see, that was this one. But I know there's a footage missing that there's one that I kept seeing. So I think I might have sped past it, or we're missing some of the files in this area. So let's look. Oh, this part here. But here, basically, the thing that I found so crazy about this shot, it's the fact that when, yeah, like your attention starts going over here, and you can kind of see the eye because of that glint coming through at times, right there, for instance. So it's very creepy. It's very eerie. And then while your focus is on the left, out of nowhere comes this mother from the bottom right. Look at those. It's like, what does this make me think of? This makes me think of, let's see if we can find it. It's like a horror movie with toy monkey. This thing, yeah, the monkey. Like, to me, that's what this looks like. It looks like the monkey in real life. Super creepy. But yeah, like to me, this is such a crazy shot. When you see those two eyes glinting in from the golden hour lighting. But I don't think I can include this in the trailer. Because the only way to catch it is like in slow motion, like this. But maybe this kind of shot. We can include this. So maybe from here. Okay, do we have all the shots? I think we're missing a few. Let me see. So we got this to this. We have this guy, Sunday. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're missing one shot. I think I cut one as well, so we'll just find it. That's the one we just cut. That's the one we cut. That one as well. Oh yeah, we didn't bring this one over. I think this one probably is better though. Okay, let's bring this one over. I guess, okay, we'll bring both over. Kristen, you said I almost forgot to tell you. I played 2 of your hour-long videos for the residents in memory care yesterday, and they were so chill. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Are you talking about like the wildlife? Those the 4K wildlife slow motion footages. Let's see where it's on the top. Let's bring that over. We need to make one still. Well, okay, so there are 2 that I need to make as like an update to that playlist. One will be this, right? So all these chimpanzee shots. Once I'm done with this footage, we want to make another like a cinematic 4K wildlife, semi-wildlife, but yeah, the chimpanzees. So I'll make like it might end up being over 1 hour. It might be like a 2-hour video, given how much we shot at like 6K, 120 frames. And then I need to make one for Mongolia once we're done with part 2. So once we finish part 2 of our Mongolia series, then I'm going to take all of those slow motion footages that I have of the eagles and then turn that into another cinematic kind of like wildlife in 4K. So yes, we will continue doing those videos. It's very fun, and the work is not as difficult as like making these videos because it's just about identifying all the footage I have, slowing it down, and then trying to find good music that's like relaxing. So, but yeah, thank you very much for playing it. Hopefully they enjoyed it. All right, so now we have all of our potential clips here. So we have to choose from these guys. Dun, 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 dun. So we got 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we have 5 to use. This one's nice. This one needs some time. Like the 1, 2, 3 is too fast. So I think we're gonna try to use this clip. Let's try. Yes, you said the 4K wildlife videos. Awesome, awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. We're hello and good evening from Dator. Actually, you know what, Dator? Let me learn how to say good evening in German. How do I say good evening in German?
In German, you would say Guten Abend. So that's your good evening right there.
Could you say it one more time?
Of course. In German, good evening is Guten Abend. So there you go. Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
You got it. That's perfect. So Guten Abend, and well done on that pronunciation.
Guten Abend, Dator. Guten Abend. Oh, it's got an end to it. Okay. Guten Abend. Oh, nice. It translated too. Nice, nice. Yeah, but Kristen, I'm glad you liked those videos because I was watching a really good YouTube video earlier today that did I believe one of the better breakdowns of what you're supposed to do as a new YouTuber if you want your channel to grow and all that kind of stuff. Because you'll hear it all the time. There's like thousands of YouTube videos about like, here's what you need to do to go viral or blah, blah, blah. But this one was like pretty hyper specific about like, you shouldn't diversify in terms of the kind of content that you create because all you're doing is you're confusing the algorithm in terms of understanding who to target as your potential audience, like who to put your content in front of if you're doing like a dozen different things in different directions, right? So if you're doing like educational content, you should just do this educational in this one topic. But the moment you start doing educational topic and then you do like entertainment stuff and then you do like another kind of thing and another thing, then all you're doing is stretching that algorithm out in the sense that the YouTube algorithm just can't really pinpoint who you are and who to put you in front of. And then unfortunately that means it's not as fine-tuned to figure out the best audience that would actually want to watch your videos and like become a long-term subscriber and all that kind of stuff. And I do feel that I very much am doing all of those things, right? Like we do a bit of everything. We've got these like wildlife videos that are meant for like 1 to 2 hour long, just cinematic, whatever. Then I do these like travel vlogs, which is a bit more storytelling, and shorter, but it's like it's in its own bucket, right? Of like a little bit informational, but mostly entertainment. And then, well, now I'm going to start doing product reviews, which is more on the informational side of things. And then I'll do further like talking head videos, right? Where I just talk about something. It could be about my travel gear, how to do this, or, you know, my top advice about X. But mainly the overarching theme is still very much about who I am, around like travel based content, and mainly around like wildlife and whatever it is out there, and through photography, videography. But the problem is it is still pretty broad. And so these are one of those thoughts that I have in my mind as well, of like, do I need to like, is it better to just do one type of content, and then do you start a separate channel that does the other type of content, and a third channel for the other? But you know, I'm too small of a creator to really justify having like multiple channels or like multiple accounts doing different things. So anyways, it was a good video. We might even I might even play it on stream if it makes sense. But yeah, a lot of food for thought for me. And so, I mean, firstly, I'm appreciative that you actually enjoyed those 4K wildlife videos. It's just one of those thoughts of like, yeah, am I doing the wrong thing? Algorithmically, strategically, all that kind of stuff, to be doing so many different types of content. I don't know. And then we might need to speed this one up, but let's just put it here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's speed this one up, maybe 100%. No, I know. That's not what I wanted. Do, 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 do. See, I don't know how to use freaking speed. I don't know how to do speed editing in DaVinci. It's just like way too complicated. All I want is a visual that tells me, okay, I want like a go from fast to slow. And it's just not intuitive for me. And then like they moved everything into this section, and it made it even more confusing. Guten Abend, you said is perfect. Nice, nice. We're learning. Okay, so if I'm doing this correctly, basically I'm just trying to speed up the beginning such that the head turn is much quicker. I mean, it's acceptable. It's not exactly what I was aiming for, but you know what? At this point, we're just gonna accept it. It's at 76.67. I'll just keep that in mind. Okay, I think that's decent. Okay, let's play it from the beginning, see how we feel. Jeez, that takes so long.
For you.
Yes. Okay. Timing is great. We made the right decisions, I think. One, two, three, one. Okay. So now let's pick one more. One more shot. Maybe this guy, Big Shrek. And then also let's reposition this. Same with this one. And then this one, I think we need to drop it a bit. Yeah. This one, I think is probably okay without making any changes. Maybe we can drop it a bit. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see how that looks. And then this one, I think I think it's dropping too low towards the bottom, so let's lift it. Something like this. Let's see. Oof. What did it do there? Ah, that's why. There's a freaking keyframe in the middle for some reason. Okay, it's getting better. Let's add Shrek. But first, let me lift it up. I might have to lift it all the way to the top. And then let's see which section to use. So the thing about this shot right here, just because of how the light's reflecting off the eye, it definitely catches the attention the whole way through. But because it's like always in motion, it's like I feel like it won't look sharp throughout. Whereas like when there's a moment where it's like kind of moving more forward, like here, then it's a bit more obvious and you can pay attention to the eye a little bit clearer. Or maybe this shot also looks nice right here. But the problem is the head gets a bit cropped just because I didn't get it in frame. So let's see. So like this shot could be okay, but I'm feeling like even though the head's cropped, maybe I still prefer this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we're gonna try this opening part. I think it's good. Okay, and then we got to do rapid fire. 1, 2, 3. So these are basically just still frames. So let's get rid of this. Let's see if this works. So how long are we talking about here? What? Okay, let's split. All right, we're gonna do the old-fashioned way. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20 frames. So it's about what, 6.5? Yeah, is that 6.5 frames ish? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just do 7 each. So all right, so we got to find the best 7 frames. Maybe from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nope. And then last one. This dude. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Let's try from here, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's see how it looks. Okay, now I'm thinking, because the chimp faces are placed in different areas, I'm thinking I need to be more, I have to be smarter about it. We have a face off to the left, face off to the back top, but not really a middle. And this is also left. So easiest fix here is that I would reverse this guy. Not reverse, I would flip. So we can at least do like a, maybe we do like a left, middle, right shot. So left, middle, right. But that means this shot doesn't really fit. This one fits though. Because it'd be like left, middle, right. Yeah? Okay, so I think that means we got to reverse the orders. Unfortunately, as much as I wanted to give a bit more breathing space to Shrek, I think he fits better more as a middle shotter. So we will swap orders between him and Sunday. Sunday will get more time on screen, which I mean, it's not a bad thing, because like, look at this mother. This dude is we're switching from one unit to another, you know. It's just this one's squeezed out unit. So we got left. As for this one, now we gotta find the better framing now. Where his face is more to the middle. I guess it might be as good as it gets. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think we're getting somewhere, but let me see. I think I want... I think I want this one to come first. And then we'll end with this one. Let's see. I think there's a little too much action going on with this one, so we'll choose a different moment. Yeah, so we'll choose one of these moments here. Probably here. All right, let's see. And for Sunday, I think we're gonna do, we'll do a zoom out. So we'll zoom him out to wide, but it'll start slightly zoomed in. Okay, I think this works. Now I'm just thinking, here we show Sunday in kind of in his own position. He doesn't really fit the common framing. Then we have two on the right, kind of, you know? Left, middle, right. And I think I want his eyes to be slightly higher. Just to track the eyes here. So this one's kind of lower than mid. This one's more on the mid. And then this one should be slightly higher, yeah. Okay, maybe we end with this one. It feels more like a palette cleanser. Because he's like, they're like looking still, right? Before we hop into this. Let's see. Okay, I think we got it. Oh, it's already 9:30. Crikey. Kristen, you said, I need to take off. Have a great rest of your day. Well, thank you very much for being here, Kristen. I always appreciate it. Hopefully, you and your family enjoy them amazing donuts and all the rest. But yeah, thank you again for being here. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or whenever you're back. Okay, let's play from... I like it. We're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, so now we can get rid of all these guys. We can trash these. Trash that one. Okay, so now we go with the bonding shots, right? Like the shots of chimp-human interactions. Where do we put those? These blue ones, yeah? Okay. Just clearing way for these guys. Okay, let's take a look. So okay, so I feel like it won't be this one. Let's try the thing we talked about before where we have like a... Okay, I have two conflicting concepts. Because if I do the one of the concepts here where we got like a over-the-shoulder shot of the chimp with the human, and then we balance it with the over-the-shoulder shot of the human with the chimp, that works nicely, but then I gotta make sure the colors complement the dark warm tones that were coming before it. So after these dark warm tones, I want like bright cool tones to kind of counterbalance that. So we're gonna try, but let's see. Now we gotta find the right moment here though. Here the eye is sharp, which is nice, but then it doesn't stay for long. I mean, this is a nice moment, but it might be slightly too different from the other shot, so it might not balance properly. Let's see. So if we show this first. Yeah, it might be because like I'm trying to find like a mirrored shot, right? So we're kind of mirroring the two over the shoulders. So it might be better just to use like a more typical looking over the shoulder, like this shot here, and then mix it with a typical over the shoulder, kind of like this one, but. And then we can end with the shot where the two of them are kind of side by side. So maybe from here. So this is one option. This could have been nice, but then the focus wasn't properly done on that one. Okay, so these are two potentials to show the other side of things. So let me just see how it plays, if it plays after this. Which, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to work, but let's see. It is from the same moment-ish, so... So if I do it maybe more when it looks like it's still grabbing food. So there's a level of like continuity to the shot, which is not bad. But then also keep in mind, if I need to lift, we gotta keep them more in frame, so you don't really get to see them. Let's see. Okay, I kind of don't mind this. But I think I would want, if I end up using this, I kind of want this to be slowed down. So maybe from like here. Oh, I didn't slow it down. Same with this. Okay, I guess that does work. Maybe just in my mind. Okay, let's try the other option as well, though. So this one just feels a bit more like an over-the-shoulder shot, right? Hey, Nala. What does that mean, Nala? Oops, sorry. What would you like to say to the camera? Oy, oy, oy. Oh no, cat hair. What does that mean? Ooh la 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 la. All right, cat break. Good girl. Are you trying to sing the song? The wrong key. Oh, almost. Good girl. Very good girl. Good voice. What's not so good is the cat hair that's now swarming my desk. Thankfully, we got this fan over here. Okay. Clean desk. Where was I? Okay, so this would be option 2. And then for option 2, I like that. I don't know if I wanted his whole face to be in the shot the whole way through. This might look weird. Let's see. Actually, no, that looks good. Okay, okay. It's not bad. Now let's see what it looks like if we switch back. I kind of want to show this shot just because it is like a... But wait, we don't have to show this now. That's true too. Because like... I think we need to establish the bond first before we show a shot like this. So I think it makes more sense to show them in close proximity, more and more, and then like almost as a finale, we see that they're so close that literally there's a trust between them. The chimpanzee is comfortable enough to eat from his hand, and he trusts the chimp not to bite his hand off. So I feel like that we haven't earned this clip yet. We haven't earned the trust that exists between them. So yeah, okay, we'll put that for later. So yeah. And then ideally, maybe okay, in a perfect world, I would have a shot over the shoulder like this, but where Billy turns her head to the left to match with the shot here, you know? Which I don't think we were fortunate enough to grab something like that. I don't know. Well, kind of. This could... Oh yeah, this could count. This could count. Oh yeah, we're good. Let me just double check if there's a better moment. And like it could be shot from this side, but does that look weird? Because then here we have over the shoulder from the right side. And then the other shot will be over the shoulder from the other side, right side. Oh wait, actually, this could actually be more... But the reason I thought it was better to have it on the left was my assumption was the subject is focused on the left side, and then to mirror, the subject is focused on the right side in the second shot, right? So here, subject focus left, and then here, subject's focused right. If I had 2 shots in a row where the subject is focused right, and then subject focused right, yeah, okay. I think I'm correct. I think my intuition was that these two are the ones that match together. Because of where the focus is. So if both subjects are focused but both subjects are on the right side of the screen or the left side of the screen, it wouldn't make sense, right? I think I'm right. Okay, so then let's take a different moment from this shot. Actually, 1 second. Let me make sure. Okay, because this could work too. Because then they look to the left. This one looks nice too. Okay, wait. We got a few choices. Because I don't know if I want a shot where you see the feeding happening yet. Because like I said, I kind of want to show it. It needs to be earned, right? First, we're just showing that these guys are sharing in their personal space. And then eventually we can get to that level of trust. So maybe this part there. So we'll go with something like here to there. And then we'll just bring this over and then play with it. It's not as cinematic of a shot though, but yeah, let's see. And then, okay, maybe if we slow it down. Kind of. I don't know. Okay, I think there was another moment with the head turning. Because that one just didn't feel like much is happening. It was like weird to just have like his head bowed down for most of it. Let's see. Okay, this might work. And the blinking kind of matches up, or with the music. So let's find it real quick. Where'd the freaking clip go? Okay, that looks good. There's a little bit of like a jitteriness that the stabilization is trying to fix. But I think it's an acceptable amount, maybe. Okay, I think this is good. Alright, so let's continue then. Let's back it up a bit. We're getting there slowly, slowly, slowly. My God. Okay, so this is where I think these kind of shots work best. Ideally, I can use one of these kind of like moving shots. So again, no gimbal, right? So we just make do with what we can. So I do like a crab walk. I have like I'm doing a crab stance, and I'm holding the camera. I'm just slowly trying to go from left to right. This could be nice. Okay, so let's assume we cut from here to when the head turns. Okay, so that's one potential. This is a nice one. So here, this is more just like from a storytelling perspective. It's the fact that this particular chimp, the one named Billy, the bond that she has with the doctor is specifically because, well, I mean, they've known each other for, I guess, like over 15 years or so. But he performed a amputation on her thumb to save her life and, you know, save her hand further. So you can see the hand here, which is kind of nice. So then thematically, to have that in the shot, in the Bond moment, I think kind of fits nicely. And then when she's like reaching out to him, it's kind of nice too. Unfortunately, I was like shaking a bit too much there though. Now she's reaching out to him because she wanted food, but the audience doesn't need to know that. So if I can fix the shake, then we'll keep this one. Wait, are these repeats? Oh, these are repeats. 1691, 1690. Whoops. $16.87. Okay, no, this one's new though. Okay, so we said feeding shots we can show later. I do like this shot though. Let's see. Okay, so what do we got? Maybe we try the same thing of like 3 quick shots. Let me think. Yeah, we can try same same tactic or whatever, same pacing. Let me just put this as the just for reference. Nice. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, I think let's take a step back. Let's watch it again. Oh, wait. I wonder... Wait, did I do this already? I think I tried this already, but you know what? Let's... If I swap the orders real quick. Is that better? Okay, I think I like that better. Okay, so we got 5 more shots to put in here to represent the bonding. And let's let's lift this up a bit. Okay, one step at a time. So, whoops. Where were we? So now we want some different shots, different looks and feels, look and feels, look and feel. So even like, yeah, standing shots, this. And then the rapid fire, let's see. I think we'll stick with the doctor for now, for these moments. So we're not going to introduce another person into the shot just yet. Trying to think just thematically. We got some close-ups. We have a close-up of the hand, close-up of the chimp eating from the hand. And do we have one more close-up? Because then those could be like the rapid fire. Dun dun dun. Do we have one more close-up? Does this count? This could count as a close-up. Okay, I think that's what we'll do then. So it'll be like... So these end up being the rapid fire ones. It might not do it justice, but right now I'm just looking for consistency. So if we're using close-ups, ideally if I have 3 close-up shots that we can use, then we'll use those 3. So like this one. Let's go over here. Again, these might be too quick, or we're not doing it justice, but we'll see. Hmm. That could work too, I guess. And then this one, we'll flip it. Since the hand is, yeah, since they're over on the right side. Okay, this works too. So then we just have 2 close-up shots. And then we just need 3 rapid fires now. Three rapid fires. Maybe this, because it's slightly blurry. I don't know if I got really good focus anyways. So then yeah, let's use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this one's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoot, we do have another close-up. Because then we can do 3 close-ups. Okay, we're about to undo, because I feel like, because the thing about the close-ups are, since they're close-up, I don't think you need as many frames or seconds to like understand what's happening, you know? So I don't want to waste, This, I mean, I also do like this, right? Because we get the hand, so there's some continuity. And we're ending the last long shot with the kind of, but the shot we want to see, which is like how close the bond is. So I think this also fits. So then let's just figure out what are 3 shots we can use. Okay, so you know what? Forget it. We'll keep it. Because the story makes sense here as well. But we need... So I think we'll keep this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Maybe from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Okay, one more shot. Yeah, this one's cute. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe to here. Okay, so we'll crop from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. All right, let's see how this looks. We're gonna add some quick zooms on these guys. 1.16 to 4. This might be too much. Let's see. I think it's fine. Okay. Beautiful. And then let's do the finishing touches. Let's make sure to add some... Where are you? Just a light touch of stabilization on this. Okay. Same with this one. Whoops. And this one, did I do it already? No, I did not. All right, now let's check this out. We'll start from here again. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Okay. Where are we? How much more do we have? We got... So it goes... Let's check our little cheat sheet. So we did the chimp and people section. No, hold on. People section. Nature. Other animals. Chimp and people. Chimp and tunnel. Oh, so okay, we did chimp tunnel first. Then it's chimp x people. In your eyes. Okay, so are we still on sync here? So we got chimp and tunnel. Chimp and people. Okay, now I think I need to change up how I'm writing this. Because we got... Hold on. Let me listen to this again. Long section. Rapid transition. Long section. I think I counted like 3 or 4 of them. Let me see. Here, let's listen again. Rapid transition, long section, rapid section. Okay, I think I counted. This would be long section, rapid transition, long section, rapid transition. I think this is it. I think this is all we have left. Long section, rapid transition long, rapid, long. Okay, and for each long section, it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can either do 3 shots in each long section or 1 shot for 3 beats. And I think we want to do long, because it might be too much to do like 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, as opposed to just doing like a longer thing and then doing the rapid fire right after. So now let's figure out what's missing. So we got chimp, water, chimp and water. 1, 2, 3. Maybe one of these can be people. Oh, I guess we can swap now. So we can do people, 2, 3, bump, 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 chimps, 2, 3, people, 3, chimps, 2, 3. Oh my god. Answers are there. Okay.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a
Maybe we'll do, let's do a people one next. Just to see what I've got to work with here. So let's drag these ones out. Oh my god. I'm feeling so lazy all of a sudden. Oh my god, we're having a special moment right now. Holy shite. My cats are actually sleeping on the same bed together. This is the same bed that they fight on every single time. What the hell is happening here? Hold on a minute. How do I hide the chat? Or hold on, let's... Can I do the cat camera without... This is a special moment captured. Let me turn off the chat. I'm trying to be very, very quiet so I don't disturb them. Wow. What a glorious moment. I wonder how long this is going to last. Look at these two cuties. We are witnessing a first ever. I don't think they've ever slept in the bed like this before. What a beautiful moment. If you've been watching any of my prior streams, you would know that usually Nala will... I didn't want to use her name in case it disturbs them, but one of my cats, the female one closest to us, she will oftentimes jump onto the bed when the gray cat is already there, and ultimately it turns into a cat fight. One of them has to jump off. For the first time, they're actually chilling together. Wow. Okay, so day 61 is a special day just for this, okay? This can almost bring a tear to my eye. This is a very special moment. Okay, let's set this back down very gently. Okay. One second. What a beautiful moment. Okay. Well, now I'm feeling very good. I was just saying, like, I'm gassing out. I'm feeling tired. I was feeling lazy. Because we made a lot of progress, but I'm also feeling slightly overwhelmed at knowing there's still a lot more to go. And now I'm struggling to figure out what's the right... what's the best way to kind of start presenting the clips. But now seeing my cats chilling like that, alright, I'm ready. Let's kick it up a notch. So let me start moving a few files away that are probably not as needed now, because we got through most of the tunnel shots, so I don't want to use too many, if at all. I don't think we'll use any of the tunnel shots anymore. Let's bring this closer. And now I'm about to have some analysis paralysis, as we learned the term. Because I have so many footages here. It's like, how am I going to actually choose the right shots to use? Let's do the water shots first. Okay, let's first color. Let's color grade this guy. I think we'll stick with this one. Sorry, I'm being really quiet now because I don't want to disturb my cats. Who knows how long they're going to be so peaceful sleeping there together. It only took... How long have I had my cats together? 2020... I adopted my first cat end of 2020. I think the second cat was probably around end of 2021, 2022. So let's call it, I think I've had my cats for like 3 years together. And in those 3 years, never, wait, has it been 3 years? I don't know. Let's call it 2 to 3 years. They have never bonded together nicely. They like tolerate each other's presence, but never like fully. So today, finally, after 3 years, they're actually sleeping in the same bed together. As close to cuddling as I'll ever see them, probably. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come, that they're accepting each other now. Hello, Raiden. How are you doing? I was just saying, I'm talking a little quietly because I don't know how long this will last, to see my 2 cats chilling on this tiny bed together and not fighting. So we're going to be more whisper mode, close into the mic. This is basically ASMR mode. However, we're doing some good work. We're doing God's work right now. I kind of like when I put the LUTs before. Yeah, let's put it here actually. So Raiden, if you're just tuning in, basically I made a lot of progress with our opening trailer scene. So let me play it for you, just so you can get a sense. Know that it's a little bit delayed in terms of the rendering, so let's play it from here though.
The Nikon ZR and this review are for you.
That's as far as we got. And that's where it would end. So we still have like a quarter of the way to go, maybe. A third, maybe. And it's taking me a lot more time than you would imagine, just because given my perfectionism, toxic mentality, I just can't simply, one does not simply quickly put clips in as you would imagine you should be able to. Instead, I'm taking my sweet ass time trying to choose the perfect shots or some bullshit. Alright, where's the clip I was just looking at? Damn it, we lost it. Must have been earlier. Dun, 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 dun. Where did I put it? Alright, part of me is feeling like, you know what? There's no shot I'm going to finish this by tonight. Plus, either way, we need to... I handed off all the files today for the video editor. So maybe... I don't know how long it's going to take that person to finish the edits. And the files are still uploading, so... It's going to probably take the night for that to happen. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, guys. I might call it a night. I did say I wanted to end the stream roughly around 10 p.m. my time. And now we're at 10:40 p.m. So I feel like this might be a good place to end the stream. Yeah, we made good progress. There's just a little bit more here. And I think I need to sleep on this anyways. Like, I feel like I have a general sense of how we can fill this out. But because I have so much content to actually pull from, it's a little bit overwhelming. But then the rest here is pretty nice. I feel like I think we're in a good spot. So let me play this real quick. Let's just play it again. The problem is this thing renders too long. Those two clips.
The Nikon ZR and this review are for you.
So that's what we got. And then let me play let's play the opening again. Not that full thing, but this is what we have for the opening so far. I need to add some sound effects and stuff like that, but here we go.
I have to admit something. I'm not a pro cinematographer. I'm a wildlife and travel enthusiast who got into photography, started making short form video reels, moved into YouTube for vlogging, and now I'm fumbling my way towards understanding the world of cinematic storytelling. But I think that's exactly why Nikon invited me to test out their new Nikon ZR before launch, to see if a camera at this price point with pro cinema features can help a self-taught creator like myself create work that actually feels cinematic. So if you're like me, an aspiring filmmaker and solo run and gun traveler, the Nikon ZR and this review are for you.
So yeah, I think it's in a good spot. Like, I'm really, really happy with this. But if there are some learnings that I want to express, I think I'm treating this product review way too closely to how I treat making my cinematic footages, I guess, or like the travel vlogs and, you know, those kind of things. Which is like, I'm trying to make everything feel super cinematic. And that might not be the right approach for like a product review. I feel like a product review needs to be much more like straight to the point. No need to go so crazy with all the details and the colors and everything, because people are watching your product review for information, not for, you know, immersion, right? So that's something I'm gonna take forward probably going forward. Now, where I would maybe argue against myself is that I'm spending a lot of time on this trailer section, but this trailer section is also something that's going to be a standalone content as well. So while I'm working on it, my cats got separated. So while I'm like spending so much time working on this, which is eating up time for me to quickly get through the product review, I'm kind of making 2 videos in one, if that makes sense. The product review and this like mini trailer that will serve a broader purpose afterwards. So yeah, the reason it's taking so long is I'm combining a couple things here. But yeah, I think going forward as we do product reviews, it shouldn't be like this probably. Unless, and who knows, maybe this style actually is how we want to do things going forward. What if we do always want to have like a cinematic trailer? Let's say we start reviewing a bunch of products, right? Like we get so big that people are giving like backpacks to us, camera accessories, cameras, right? Everything. And every time we do it, if we make like a nice 30-second kind of cinematic trailer to go with the product review, that could be a style too. So either way, we're going to have to learn how to be faster though doing it. So there you go. Okay guys, thank you very much for being here. I think this is probably a good end to the stream. I need to go have dinner. I don't even know what the dinner will be, but I got to go have it. So as we're almost at 11 p.m. Thank you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's call it like around 4 to 5 p.m. my time. I appreciate everyone. And then also, yeah, hopefully we won't have any more network connection issues like we had today. It is what it is. But I need to look into how to fix the network situation so that when I lose network connection, it doesn't disconnect the streams as it did today. We'll figure it out. But thank you very much. Thank you, Daytor, for saying bye-bye. I'll learn how to say that in German next time. Was it Guten Abend? Guten